This, we've got, I mean, typically it takes 3 or 4 people to run this. One person, the lead up on top there, and then we've got, right now, 2 people that will fork the bundles into the machine. We've got Dave Brown over here and Floyd Adler over here. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Floyd. He's been farming in this Longmont area. Out their family raises alfalfa, barley, wheat, corn, and feeder calves. Anyone venture to guess how old Floyd is? He's 89 years old. And he's doing this. He's still farming. Right, 3 generations of his family out farming in Longmont here. Those guys are going to start when they get the signal, and Ellen will tell you a little bit about the whistle signals that come off of the engine. And the captain or the leader up on top is the one who watches all the belts, watches all the machinery, making sure that if there's a plug, he signals the engine, and then the engineer will then signal with whistles, stop, start, and acknowledgement of what the leader has said. We're going to start it up after Ellen has explained about the engines. It'll start real slow. It'll really get going, so please stand back from the belt. And every once in a while, this has been plugging over here, so if they stop, I'll tell you a little bit about that, and that's the field service that they would have to do on this machine. So here's Ellen DeBaker.
Okay, the engine that's going to be running the threshing machine today is an Avery steam traction engine. This one was built in 1907. It was it's a 22 horsepower engine. Our grandfather, Jerome, purchased it in 1915 up in Meade, Colorado, and then drove it home to Boulder, probably a 3-day trip from what we hear, so I can't imagine trying to do that, going 2-3 miles an hour on bad roads, not the highways that we have now even. This engine at that time would have used coal. We burn wood in it at this point. One, it's a lot cheaper, and we have a lot more of it around than what they had. They had more coal around in 1915. This engine is one that's been in the family ever since and been operational since 1915 with us, and we take it to a lot of shows. We have a bell that Grandpa put on it because he believed that steam engines, like locomotives, should have bells, and it has a couple whistles. Any other whistles? Because you can never have too many whistles. Now, the whistles were important to have on an engine as far as signaling to the, there goes the other ones, competition. They were important for signaling to the crew that was in the field, bringing in the bundles. They were used for signaling to the crew on the threshing machine, telling start and stop, and then also for emergency purposes in order to get extra help out if the fire started. Because Grandpa loved steam engines so much, he infected everybody in the family to be interested in steam, whether it was locomotives or steam traction engines, and so the family had to get more of them. So the first one here with the canopy on the top is owned by Stuart Anderson, who is here today. He's over there underneath the tent. He purchased this about 1990 in Crescent, Iowa, and brought it home so that he could have one of his very own to play with. It is a 1917 Case engine, and it's been at the fair and here at the yesteryear show ever since, well, it's about since the fair started, so since we started having engines at the fair and the yesteryear show. Next one in line is a 1906, and it's a 12 horsepower. It's owned by Bob Condon and Tom DeBaker families, and it was purchased by Jerome's son Harold so that he could have an engine that he would use around on the farm. And then, since of course everybody else had engines and Avery belongs to all the cousins, my husband and I decided we had to have one of our very own. And that's the one that is now straight through east of us, coming around. Some of the cousins are out taking it for a drive. This is its inaugural show. It's a 1909 15 horsepower Case steam traction engine. And this is the first show it's been at. We spent 5 years getting it restored in an operating condition. last time it ran was about 65 years ago. So we're talking a long time of sitting and having to get that up and going. And let's go ahead and go if you guys are ready.